Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a complete SRE draw. We're going to paint everything and look over it. I don't know if every pair needs a complete repaint, but we'll see what is needed. Waited to finish the special project video, the monetary policy explained. It is currently being processed by the editor. I don't have a date for when that will come out to me. But with that said, let's just get to the paint. All right, so here we go. We're on the charts. We're not going to use Bloomberg or any of that. We're just going to paint, even though it's Monday. Because, with the back tested strat, the win rate being so low on Monday, it's actually the perfect day to paint because you've got the gapping out of the way. You got all the garbage out. The volume is coming out. You can finally start repainting. So here, just some minor adjustments. These AUD ones have finally stopped info going up, so they're starting to range, and it's looking interesting. Can we just down here? Connection with that level. See that? If I had drawn on Sunday, it would have just gapped out of my level, and it would have been some annoying shit. If I went here, I was like, yeah, it connects here. That's fine, or it connects here, whatever, right? Because it's the newest touch. I mean, and the gap's down there. It's worthless immediately. Very interesting movement, though. Very nice range we got going on here. But you can see that there's been chopping in the range. It's been chip chopping at these levels right here. Do we have anything that can confirm them though? No, we don't actually. So you're just gonna have to let that be. Remember to never force paintings. Never force paint. If the area isn't there, it isn't there. And the same here, chop, chop, chop. The range is quite big, so can't paint that in. This is valid. This is not a strong area though, as you can see. Valid, invalid, 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 invalid. But still, it has 2 touches, so it's valid in that sense. But it's not the best. So here, a small adjustment. Still with the tick here, so fight. Gapping. What is all this gapping for? Let's take a look. Trump said, okay, it gaps less every time he announces a peace deal now, though. Looks fine. This just has to rearrange by itself. This one is looking like a BO that's happening right now. Euro GBP, if anyone wants to look into that. So, long wicks here. This is hard to trade, but again, you can't force paint on it. This is what's so comfortable, by the way, with the 1-day time frame. You can paint while the market is open. How great is that when you think about it? These other pairs, can you really paint? Or these other time frames, can you really paint when the market is open? If you're trading the 1 minute, you can't do that. What is this garbage? It's a very big range here, but no, there just isn't anything to it. This got invalidated here. It does have confirmation. It wasn't a random spot. It bounced off. But if you're looking for a CR here, remember that there's all these volume zones you have to watch out for. So, and the 200 MA as well. But if we ignore that, say you did a 12-hour entry, even though it wouldn't be valid because the 200 MA is blocking it. But on a CR like these volume zones are not something you just want to put your TP past on opening, that's something you potentially want to do on extension, and you want to be looking at your trades when you're doing that. Does it break through, or does it get stuck, or what happens? Like, walk on with it. Yeah. What the fuck? This is a shit level, bro. Honestly, I know you're thinking this looks nice. We have a touch here, but what is this touch worth? It touched, consolidated, broke through, minor pullback, and broke through again, and then it's been disrespected ever since. So I'd rather just go with this, or this. So BO here too. Here it just needs to rearrange. This needs to be fixed. It looks like a new range. Yeah, so that aligned perfectly. This is a new range formation right here. It's probably gonna look something like this, if I'm gonna guess. Level is here though, but that's something I would expect. The 200 MA with the previous highs and all that. New downtrend for the range as well. What the fuck? Yeah, it's the same story. So it's not invalidated, these candles here and here. This is a new range. Okay. Missing out a bottom level here though, but we don't need it right now. Everything gapped more or less. This pair is, it's been shit. Same story here. It got pushed down to these previous lows. Here, this volume zone. Volume belt, bro. It's like one of those asteroid belts. So yeah, pretty obvious one here. Everything has just been shifted a little bit. And with these super strong movements like these, you can do a one touch. When it's like a trampoline, it just heads down and then heads right back up. The fuck is this? Was I right? My gold? It was gonna go down from the 100s to the 90s? What? Who could have known? Could have known. Could have known. Oh, it was kind of foreseen. Okay, so let's get to the other pairs. I don't want to trade oil low. You can, but don't want to. Don't like the way it moves. It's not my style. It's a new high here, obviously, and with this type of touch, that's a volume reaction. You can't just ignore that and be like, nah, no. This is going to reject, do something, and create a new range within here that we're going to have to see this week, this beautiful Monday. Okay. This does not have much more value anymore. Sorry. Yeah, and this is invalidated. It has to rearrange. We have the high here, but we don't have the low, because let me show you something. If we put SR here, I mean, technically, yeah, that's inflated. What's the point of that? Because you can't make setups based off of that. So you can't really do anything with that. For silver, well, silver has been bouncing nicely, moving around. Looks okay to me. Gold. Small adjustment. Remember, SRs aren't the super best for gold, though. We trade it a little bit differently. I remember this stuff. I remember shorting this from here to here. Yeah, just remember, with commodities, you can do one touch. Completely fine. With gold, you can do one touch like that. Doesn't matter. You can do one touch. We do it all the time with gold. Because of the nature of gold, how it constantly hits new time highs, you don't really have a choice. So now let's look to the question your GBP forming is he's asking me if it's on the 12 hour. So let's review that. Is this forming on the 12 hour? This is forming on the 1 day. If we hop down to the 12 hour, it is also forming there. And on the 8 hour, we can see it even better. It is easier to spot it. Also, the wicks are a huge distraction on the 1 day. If you want to get rid of that distraction, hop down to the 12 hour. You see there's a lot less wicks now. And then if you go down to the 8 hour, it's even less wicks. So what kind of wick lows does it have to be? Not much really here. I'd say here we have a valid entry. Yeah. So you might get this set up right here. All right, there we go. We got everything repainted. With that said, thank you guys for watching. I'll be back tomorrow for a regular ass market scan. So we can make some money, guys. I need some money. I need money in my bank account. Money. Thank you for watching.